wasn't able to find any conclusive evidence yesterday. If I can figure out Lady Kira's motive for threatening the High Priest, maybe. Nick, today well... Don't let you down, Maya. I'm going to defend you for everything I've got. You do well to cease this insanity while you still can. As I said yesterday, I'm going to defend my client in court. Oh, know this. You shall not witness a miracle of the sort that occurred last time. The moment she is found guilty, you too will be found guilty of abetting the accused. I never claimed to be a miracle maker, but I am good at discovering the truth. And unlike miracles, the truth is always going to be found. The truth you say. Then it seems you have chosen your fate. This shall be your very last trial. Heck. I'm going to prove you're innocent, Maya. You see, after all, you have to endure. After all, you have to introduce the Plum Story of Neo Twilight Realm to the folks back home, right? Right. I may be a defendant this time. I'll be by your side like always, Nick. Thanks, Maya. This place is tough on lawyers. I need all the help I can get. Plus, it's always good to have you on the team. Well, it's time. Let's go. Let the trial of Maya Fey begin. The defense is ready, Your Majesty. Quite. Can't you see Prosecutor Shanmari is absorbed in silent prayer? Wait, the trial's really silent and this is already mad at me. He's very devout for a prosecutor. Why is the accused standing over there? Oh, well, Your Majesty. In addition to being the accused, he's also my assistant. The accused is your assistant, you say? Very well, then. A criminal does indeed make a fitting partner to a lawyer with a defiled soul. That wasn't very nice. Yeah, well, bad-mouthing lawyers seem to be a custom of sorts here in Khura'in. I must say, I'm surprised to see you still here in Khura'in, Mr. White. And even more so to find you in the Hall of Justice once more. I cannot fathom why you would willingly risk your life in yet another trial. The answer is simple, Your Majesty. I'm a lawyer, and that is what a lawyer does. Although, to be frank, I'd rather be any robots here right now. Such foolishness. Prosecutor Shanmari, are you ready to begin now?
Yes, Your Majesty. The prosecution is ready. Let us begin without further delay. But first, I promise you both this. I will cast your wicked souls into the fires of hell. Thus shall the soul of the victim attain salvation. Splendid! I would expect nothing less of you, Prosecutor Shanmari. Save the victim's soul, Prosecutor Shanmari! Punish the wicked lawyer who dares to stop these last rites. Think I'll pass on that whole fire and brimstone deal. But I'm not surprised by your words or stance considering what Apollo's told me about you. So it was you who installed that putrid lawyer guile within him. Putrid... what? He too must soon face the fires lest his soul be lost to redemption. But I shall send you on ahead so that he will not be lonely when he arrives. Sorry, but I'm afraid it won't be that easy. People say I never know when to give up. Nervous, Maya? A little. Feels like I've been ages since we stood side by side like this in court. Too bad I'm the defendant. Don't worry. We haven't lost the case together yet. You're right. Let's give this everything we've got, Nick. Now then, Prosecutor Shanmari, would you please explain the case at hand? Of course, Your Majesty. Let us begin the last rites of the victim. Maya Fey has been charged with the crime of murder. The victim of a heinous crime was High Priest Therust Ineme. He was conducting the purification rite when he was brutally slain. And the cause of death. Let us review the victim's autopsy report and the crime scene photo, shall we? The cause of death was blood loss from a stab wound delivered to the abdomen. The murder weapon was likely the rubber dagger which was used in the rite. However, the weapon is yet to be found through the scene was thoroughly searched. The sacred relic uses a true murder. The Holy Mother's wrath shall be most severe. The murder itself took place at the height of the purification rite. The accused had donned Lady Kira's sacred robes. And the victim was there to offer prayers as the High Priest of Khura'in. On the right, the victim and accused were the only two at the inner sanctum. Therefore, the only person who could have slain the victim is Maya Fey. I must say that does cast a great deal of suspicion upon the accused. Indeed. Now then, allow me to submit this diagram of the crime scene as evidence in this case. In cronyism, slaying a priest is a sin most grave and dreadful. As such, Maya Fey's soul shall be plunged into the lowest level of hell, the hell of tickling. There she shall be tickled without end for 500 million years. That is a terrible fate indeed. Would the defense care to respond?
I thought the lowest level of hell was the hell of back pain. I don't remember killing anyone, and I don't have that dagger or anything like it. As my client stated, she has no memory of the event as described by the prosecution. More importantly, she had no motive to kill the high priest in the first place.
Objection!
I thought you might say that. Nevertheless, the meaningless prattle of lawyers is utterly ineffectual here in the Hall of Justice. For all will be made clear by her benevolence wafer Padma Khura'in's insights. So it is, and so it shall be. The divination seance reveals the truth for all to see. Here we go again. Bailiff, please show in the royal priestess. The priestess wafer! Oh, how beautiful her benevolence looks again today. Glory to the Holy Mother for this blessed day! As popular as ever, I see. Rest assured, good people of Khura'in, I will defeat this murderer and her abettor. They shall not escape on their freedom expressed today. What a joy it is to have the royal priestess back in the Hall of Justice. May the Holy Mother grant us her divine favor. Dirika Khura'in. She sure looks pleased with herself. Especially for someone who doesn't know what a Freedom Express was until yesterday. Is there something stuck to my face, bobbed head? No, nothing, your benevolence. Now then, your benevolence, the divination seance, if you please. Very well. Nana, my robe.
O Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
The victim's Mitama has spoken. The divination seance is complete. Create another clearly incriminating seance vision. It cannot be any clearer. Oh, foul defense! The accused donned the sacred robes of Lady Kira and then attacked the victim. Oh, how very terrible it must have been. The figure of Lady Kira lit against the dim lantern light. The scene of incense growing ever more potent as he drew near. One could almost sense the horror Abbott in me must have felt. The facts as presented by her benevolence are indisputable. But that wasn't me! Do something, Nick! I'm working on it! That couldn't have been any clearer. Looks like I'm in for another uphill battle. The accused committed this vile act during our ancient tradition, the purification rite. Come to think of it, the rites guide explains the multi-part purification rite in detail. The transformation rite. The high priest read scriptures. Our priestess dons the robes of Lady Kira. The rites of water. Lady Kira enters the spring and the high priest purifies her along with her dagger. The rite of fire. The priestess circles the sacred flames to purify her soul. Indeed, it seemed that the mortal accord during the transformation rites. The rite dictates that the high priest stand in front of the spring. Therefore, the accused must have attacked him from the direction of the broken lantern. Well, bobbed head. Would you care to object? Of course, because I know my client is innocent. So you say, you truly do not know when you're beaten, do you? If I managed to put it off last time, if I will be. I just have to do it again. You intend to find fault with her benevolence and such yet again. But it seems lawyers are poor-looking creatures indeed. Look at that poor looking! Poor looking! Poor looking! What exactly is a poor looking? Someone who's a real piece of rock, so to speak. They can't call me anything they want. The only thing I care about is uncovering the truth. So, Bobbed Head, are you foolish enough to risk your life for your so-called truth? Because my insights are the truth. To deny them is to willingly dig your own grave. The victim commenced the purification rite by bowing to the lanterns and reading a sutra. As the first part of the transformation rite ended, he lowered the sutra. Suddenly, he heard the accused approaching footsteps and smelled her incense-laden robes. It was then that the victim felt an intense pain. I believe this is when he was stabbed. As his life's blood spilled over, his vision dimmed, and finally he passed from our ward. That is everything the victim experienced in his final moments. Dressed in the sacred robes of Lady Khura'in, the accused thrust the victim head-on. The brutal stabbing scene perpetrated could not have been any clearer. Yes, it is plain for all to see. No, it wasn't me! A sudden drowsiness came over me during the transformation rite. I didn't even get a chance to put on the Lady Khura'in robes. You waste our time with such meaningless statements, accused. You cannot explain any way the truth revealed by the Warrior Priestess' divine insight. How did you end up finding contradictions last time? The deceased's final moments include all 5 senses. Oh, you mean those words that appear in the pool of souls? Looks to me like the bigger the word, the stronger the sense was to the victim. Yeah, that's how it looks to me too. Sensations themselves are never wrong, only their interpretations. That's why I tried to point out mistakes in Raphael's insights last time. So there could be contradictions between what Abbott and me felt and her insights, huh? You got it. I'm going to find them this time too. Besides, I got to point out contradictions in Raphael's insights. Yeah, I remember how it works. Still, the sensation this time seems to fluctuate more than the ones from a Hillby's trial. In which case, I better keep an eye on changes in their intensity too. Okay, time to point out the sensations that contradict the insights.
Objection!
The victim supposedly heard the accused approaching footsteps. But did he really? What nonsense is this? It's not abundantly clear? No, it's not. because there was something strange about those footsteps. Strange? Explain yourself, Bobtad. The footsteps are strange because they're not getting any louder. Why exactly does that matter? Please focus your attention on the incense the victim smelled. The scent grows stronger as the accused approaches. If the accused really had approached the victim, the sound of her footsteps would have grown louder as the scent of incense grew stronger. Oh, why, that makes perfect sense. How can this be explained, your benevolence? Well, there must be a reason.
Objection!
And as they say, even a putrid worm of a lawyer will turn. What does that even mean? He's not exactly singing your praises, that's for sure. Still, we cannot discount this information solely on account of this loyally source. Your benevolence. Perhaps you must listen more carefully to the abbot's mitima. Listen more carefully? What's he talking about? Yes, it would appear so. I shall try to refrain the sensation. Refine the sensation? I can more accurately gauge sensations by the deepening my communication with a mitima. I didn't know you could do that. Why have we never done this before? By refining the sensation, a clear picture of the truth can be discovered. Oh, blessed Mitima, I beseech you, hear me now and respond to my call. Footsteps changed into bells? What could this mean? Bells? But the only bells at the scene of the crime were... That jingling must have come from Abbot Emmy's bells. You mean those big things he had on his ankles? Well, there you have it. The sound of bells is from the High Priest's own footsteps. Then that means... If the footsteps belong to the victim himself, it means it was the victim who was moving, not the accused. The victim was the one who went running towards the broken lantern from the spring. A far cry from what her benevolence and sight would have us believe. But why would the victim have approached the accused? Maybe he was trying to defend himself. Please explain. He could have felt threatened by Lady Kira standing there with a dagger. If so, he might have thought to overpower her before she attacked. Still, your voices! This is nothing but a theory and a poem at that! Do not led astray by this lawyer's obvious post-delusions.
Objection!
His insolence is inexcusable. I would ask that you calm yourself, your benevolence. Is there something you would care to say, Prosecutor Sharmati? Even if it was Abbot and me who moved, it does not negate the accused crime. What do you mean? The accused was likely waiting for the High Priest to approach. And as he neared, she plunged the dagger into him. It is as simple as that. Oh, right. It really doesn't change much, does it? Yes, it is as the prosecutor has said. In fact, is... I meant to say how long as well. Right, and that's why you were so shocked when you first heard it. Understand now, lawyer. The contradiction you conjured up has come to naught. Once I hurl my insights, it will vanish like the dying rays of the sun. See, the fact that it was Abbott in me who moved changes nothing. Come on, Phoenix. You gotta keep your cool. The contradiction I pointed out must mean something. That one sensation changed after Princess Rayford refined her vision. It stands to reason that something else might have changed too because of the refinement. I should focus on any sensation that have changed. Searching for more contradictions between them and her insights.
Objection!